Product is called the Keyring Splitter.
My name is Jake Smith, and it's Mason Gadberry. And our product, what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to ease the opening of the small metal key rings that everybody has in their keys. And the key rings were actually first used in the 19th century, and they were kind of bulkier to begin with. But as time went by, they got down to the smaller, just the metal spirals, almost like a spring.
Our patent, in 1994, I believe, the patent of our name was used in a similar product to ours, but in 2003, the patent was canceled due to a lack of payments on the patent.
This product, what it's designed to do, is designed to slip into the key ring, and it's wider on one side than it is on the other, and it's got a T on the top where you twist it and it allows the key ring to open further so you can slide a key in easier.
How it can help you if you have problems like opening the small rings. I know that they're tough to open. It allows you to make with a simple twist just to open the key ring and make it easier for you to slide your keys in and on, because I know I have difficulties doing it myself, even though it doesn't seem like a big job to some people, but I mean I have trouble with it, and it just allows you to put them on there easier.
Our product was made initially in the 3D printer. It was drawn up on Autodesk and with the with the help of Conley and actually the PLTW program in general. Later on, we decided that we were going to attempt a metal prototype, but it wasn't going to be able to get finished in time for the presentation. But with the plastics, it kind of wasn't strong enough by the second prototype to withstand all the abuse that it would take in a day-to-day use.
People that can use the products. We found that in our surveys, women and people from the age of 50 to 59 would most benefit the product, just because they might have trouble opening these smaller key rings as opposed to someone who was younger. But elderly people, young people, I mean anybody that has trouble opening these key rings can use this product.
Our first prototype we don't have with us, but it looks like it's right here. It's an I shape, and that was just the very base design that we had, and we ended up changing it because the keys wouldn't slide in and out as easily as they should with a really wide bottom end on them.
And with our second prototype, is if we've passed around, it is designed to allow the keys to slide in the key ring a little easier. It's supposed to have a thinner design, and it just gets away from the I shape, and we kind of put like a little rounded indentation on the front of it to make it just a little bit easier for the keys to slide in and out of.
The design process, in making this product, we kind of looked for things that would help the community, something that is not very specified, that was kind of a broader topic. And we came with this idea after, actually I was watching my little sister struggle to open a key ring, and I thought to myself, well, there's a great idea that's everyone I've seen have issues with at some point in time.
Our target audience is people from the ages of 50 to 59. We found that there's people that's the younger people need help, but more or less, I mean, just people from 59 to 60, anywhere in that neighborhood. Your elderly, and then like your younger people, younger people, 16 and under, that use these key rings and need help putting them on the key rings.
Survey questions. We distribute our survey more locally, and we also put it out on SurveyMonkey, which is an online survey website. We distribute that across several social networking. There's some very targeted questions here that are very specific to our product, like what is your gender? This was a very big deciding factor on who our target audience was going to be, whether it be male or female. And another one was that age. Deciding on the age range would decide on who exactly would be the best to target this product for. Another question was, have you ever seen a product like this? And there was an 100% no on that. That allowed us to further our research and further our pushing on this design.
Our survey results, our age range was from anywhere from 50 to 60, my bad, 50 to 59, and then 60 to 64. Like he said, nobody has purchased a product similar to this. In our survey results, 61 people were female, 43 were male, and we kind of, like he said, that the deciding factor on who would be using this product, it kind of gave us an idea of who would be using it with the gender and the age range. And then our people that would be interested, 68 said yes, 36 said no, and then 69 people said that they would purchase this product, and 38 said no.
With the 59% of people who said they were female, that led us to even more believing that this product would help the community. Because, like I said, with my little sister, she's of a younger age, and she doesn't have the hand strength yet to open these key rings. So that just pushed us to realizing that this is actually a product that could go out on the market very easily. And this prototype, the prototypes we made, the first one cost $1.80 to make in a 3D printer, and that's just the plastic and the material costs. And the second prototype costs about $1.30. So the pricing of this isn't anywhere near any other thing you can see that would help. Is really, really cheap to make. And in our surveys, we actually asked a question on there saying, what would be the price range you'd see this on the shelf for? And the average was between $2.50 and $3. So, the profit margin there would be a decent bit after mass producing.
My plans after high school, I plan to go to ECTC with an undecided major.
I plan on attending University of Northwestern Ohio, and I'll be majoring in automotive and high performance engineering. Do you all have any questions for us? Yes, ma'am.
So this device would be something that it would be sold separately to split your keyring, right?
Yes, it'd be sold in an individual package.
Because the biggest thing I see is I would probably lose that little thing.
I got
Part
the
of
same
the design.
question.
And I was thinking that if you invented something that actually attached to the key ring,
Part of this design
it
is
became part of the key ring.
it's got a bevel here that allows it to stay in the key ring while it holds. It will not slip or slide out of the key ring.
So it can actually be stored on
Yes.
the key ring? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I was kind of with you, I just put a little lanyard and a loop on it and make it part of the keyring.
Right.
You said the plastics involved in this aren't going to be strong enough to hold up to the normal use of it, and you never got around to doing the metal prototype because it's probably going to be too time consuming. But did you take the time to at least get some estimates on what your cost would be for a metal prototype?
With the metal, we'd be using aluminum. And I went and talked to Mr. Sublet, who's our machining teacher, and I talked to him about what the cost would be to run something like this, just mass producing. And with aluminum, it's not as expensive to make at a wider range, because with plastics like this, an individual prototype is going to cost a lot more than an aluminum single prototype would. So with the cost of a large amount of aluminum versus so much plastic, the aluminum would actually be a little bit cheaper, and it'd be around the $2 range per product.
Any other questions?
One, as far as doing some of your research and your technical data, you probably do something where you're measuring the force openly and show evidence of a couple different key rings, how much force you open, because that will help you decide what material you use to make that out of.
And And actually, our first prototype was thicker in the middle. At this point here, it is thicker than this one here. And that one withstood any testing. I mean, we had a day-to-day, just every time we just sitting there, just basically an abuse testing to see if it would hold up to it, and it did stay. Like it would not break. But our second prototype, I had kind of streamlined it, made it a little bit thinner to reduce cost, and with that, it led to snapping.